my god. Okay. How do I zoom out of this thing? Here we go. That was not cool. Okay. Whew, it's a bit bright out here. Okay, so let's take this out. It's kind of annoying. Hello, exciting news. I'm going to be starting a challenge. I'm going to be joining Beatrice Caruso, B, she's otherwise known as. Somebody sent me a link to one of her videos that she's starting a 67-day challenge starting April 18th. And I thought, why not? I'm going to join her. You know, we're all in this together. We're all doing our weight loss journeys at the same time. So why don't I hop on that bandwagon? Let's get all of you involved if you want to be involved and take part in it. It's very similar to 75 Hard. I don't know if any of you have heard of that. If you haven't, I mean, it's sort of been doing the rounds on social media. I've seen it quite a bit on Instagram with people kind of attempting to do 75 Hard. Essentially, that is 75 days where you have to be on a diet for 75 days straight. Ruby, come back, please. 75 days straight, no cheating whatsoever. You are supposed to do 2 workouts, 45-minute workouts, 2 of them. One of them must be outside, no exceptions, and they have to be at least 3 hours apart, along with, I think it's like 30 minutes of self-help reading, but it can't be audible, or not audible, you know, audio books. And if you fail any of that, you have to start over again. I'm not sure if there's other rules, I can't remember, but I'd seen it and I just thought, no, I don't want to set myself up for failure with doing something just that's going to be too strict. Where am I going to find the time to do, so what's 45, like an hour and a half workout per day? It's just not going to happen. So when one of my lovely viewers sent me B's thing, so I had a look, she sent me the rules of it, had a look. It's very similar to 75 Hard, which actually in her video about it, B even says that it's kind of like, you know, an easier version of the 75 Hard. So it's like, yes, let's do this, let's try this. So let me go through the rules with you, and I hope that you will, you know, participate with me as well. We can get some kind of like group chats going, you know, some threads going on my videos. I'll be updating my progress weekly as I do it. So it's starting on April the 18th. So number 1, create your diet guidelines and stick to them for the entire 6-7 days. For me, I mean, my diet is really at the moment a diet of moderation, trying not to overeat, lower carbs, lower sodium, yada yada. I have only been trying to kind of, I don't want to say like cheat. Well, I've already said I don't like saying cheat, but I feel like any of these words are just like euphemisms for cheating. So even if I say overindulge, it's kind of like the same thing. Like, does it really matter? But yes, language does matter and is important. Yeah, so I kind of am allowing myself that sort of one day a week, not one day, one meal, you know, if like on the weekend or something, if we want to eat out, then I will, you know, be allowed to do that. Sorry, I got my little doggy here. He wanted to chase some squirrels a second ago. Just trying to keep an eye on the kids as well, so they don't run off. Could you come back to the park, please? Rui, put your helmet on and come back to the park. Okay, so that's the diet section. Rule number 2. Oh, hold on. Oh, my God. We had to change location. The kids went crazy, ran off, so I had to run off after them. So we're now sat on my balcony. Don't mind my sort of half-dead houseplants. It's the land where houseplants go to die. It's my little, I think it's a peach tree actually, my husband's been cultivating since it was a little seedling. It's looking really good. And that little avocado plant, this one here, that just is looking like a twig right now. Anyway, so I'm hoping to just get a few minutes peace so I can finish going through this. So rule 2, okay, I don't know how the lighting is. Rule 2, 5 hours of physical activity per week. Obviously we're going to be splitting that up, so I think that equates to about 45 minutes a day. I'll take that, to be honest. I don't know if I want to make it harder for myself, but I'm fully intending that at least one of those 45 minutes, or at least one of the days when I work out, it's actually going to be like a proper workout. Haven't done one of my own, haven't worked out for quite a while now. I've just been doing the mile every day, which always takes me about 45 minutes. So I'm definitely be getting my exercise in. I feel pretty good about a lot of these because I feel like I'm already doing them anyway. So this is just really the kind of like motivation, or just like when other people are doing it, it's like, yeah, I want to keep going. So this is that sort of push that I need to keep me on the straight and narrow, as it were. 3, if you slip, practice reflection and accountability, look for solutions. I really like this, actually, the idea of which is kind of similar again to what I had been doing, or this past 6 months or so. I've really been learning a lot more about myself, and kind of reflecting a lot and finding like triggers. So for example, I know that I kind of get triggered when I eat. When I drink, it triggers me to eat food and consume massive amounts of food. So by cutting out the drinking, I've also kind of cut down my calories. So I like this idea of kind of reflecting and trying to work out sort of where you're slipping up. Rule 4, hydrate, drink lots of water. Feeling good about this one. The past week or so I've been drinking about a gallon. Funny story that my water bottle is in ounces, and one whole thing of water bottle is 48 ounces. So I went online and I typed in how many gallons, how many milliliters in a gallon. I don't know why, I kind of forgot my bottle was in ounces, and it came up as like 2,000 milliliters, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, how on earth am I gonna drink like 10 of those water bottles? And I was like, this just doesn't seem right. And then I had to look at my bottle, and I was like, whew, I was looking at the wrong thing. I should have been looking at ounces. It's 128 ounces, I think, 128 ounces in a gallon. And I've pretty much been hitting that every day for the past week or so. I've been using my water bottle to keep me accountable. I really love my water bottle. I'll leave a link for it in the description box below, or one similar if you're trying to look for one on Amazon, because it definitely, seeing that as a visual cue is great to remind me that I need to drink, and it has been helping me to stick to it. I found the days when I haven't been filling it up, I then tend not to drink. So I do find that really helpful for me. Okay, number 5, measure your progress whichever way you like, or whichever way you feel comfortable. I like this, so you don't have to go on the scale if you don't want to. And I know it's certainly suggested for a lot of people not to do daily scale weigh-ins, because it can sometimes be a bit demotivating, demoralizing, seeing it sort of fluctuate. As I saw at the weekend when I had a ton of sodium, ton of carbs, my weight went up 3 pounds. Was it 3 pounds? Something like that. And then the next day it was down 3 pounds for my weigh-in Wednesday, which was awesome. But it just goes to show how much it really can fluctuate. So you do need to be aware of those things. So, you can do measurements if you like, or it could even be, if your clothes feeling looser or something, whichever way you like. Read at least one book, fiction or non-fiction, audio or traditional. So you only have to read one book in the 67 days. That's cool. I don't know if murder podcasts count. I listen to a lot of those. It started to make me a pretty skeptical person, a little bit, suspicious of everybody. But I do listen to that. But I like the idea, yeah, it will force me to sort of read something. And I do always listen, podcasts, headphones. That's how I do it in the car as well when I'm taking the kids places. Listen to some sort of child rearing stuff. So I like that. Okay, 10 minutes of mental health focused activity per day. Meditation, journaling, deep breathing, etc. I also love this idea. It's something that I have actually also been doing since I've given up drinking. I have like a little journal, and I just jot down, how my mood is, how I'm feeling today, and I use it more as like just a daily kind of journal, what I've been doing, a way to kind of just see, check in with myself, which I found useful. But I'm thinking for this challenge, I'd like to maybe focus on something a little bit more. Maybe I'll have use a prompt each day. I have this really fun book that I got. It's like a couples book, but I think I'm probably just going to do it. My husband won't bother doing it, honestly, where it just has fun questions about you and your relationship, and I've been meaning to start that, so maybe I'll start doing that. Or I also do want to get back into meditation. I say back into it, I've never really been in it. I've kind of dabbled a little bit. I find it hard, but I do enjoy a bit of meditation. So yeah, I love that idea. And then the last thing is try one new thing each week. This is one I kind of like not rolled my eyes, but was like, because it's like another thing that I have to do. And I know, often my attempts to like cook a new recipe every week do often kind of fail, because it's so much easier when you're on like a weight loss journey to sort of keep it regimented, keep things the same, have a routine so that you can kind of stick to it. But you know what, I'm thinking, yeah, let's do this. I do like to try new recipes, so maybe I'll try a new recipe. It also says new workout or a new hobby. I'm not going to be taking up any new hobbies, I'll tell you that. But maybe I'll sort of maybe I'll work on some workouts for all of you, and so that will be my, trying a new thing that I can do. But I think that's possibly going to be the hardest one for me to do. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to doing this with everybody. So let's start 18th of April. Can't wait for you to join me. Leave a comment, let me know if you're in, and I will update you, with more stuff about all this and how it's going. If you want to keep updated on my journey, on my weight loss progress, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Hit that bell button for the notifications. Follow me on Instagram. I don't post there a huge amount, it kind of comes in waves. But I do, post on my stories on there if you're interested. So yeah, just I can't wait to do this. Let's get into it, everyone.